Right, boys, no fluff, no bullshit. Let's get straight into this, right? Alcohol has no place in a man's life in the building phase. So what is the building phase, first of all? The building phase is, and you're gonna have minimum one of these, you're probably gonna have a lot of these in your life, depending on how ambitious you are. But you should definitely have at least one, especially in your 20s. A building phase is a period where you're trying to create a disproportionate amount of positive progression in all areas of your life relative to the amount of time that you've made it in, to catapult you forward, essentially. That's the point of a building phase, because it isn't sustainable. You can't live that way forever, but you can certainly have these mini little sprints and these mini little periods where you can really fucking get after it, and you can become much more aligned to what it is that you're actually trying to do with this gift of life, this existence. And the way that that is made successful isn't by what you do, even though obviously that's part of it. It's by, or the real progress is made by what you don't do. And I think alcohol, especially as someone growing up in the UK, it's almost like indoctrination, like it's just part of life. Every single occasion, every single event involves alcohol. You've got like birthdays, you've got Christmas, you've got New Year's, you've got christenings, you've got going to watch football, you've got St. Paddy's Day, you've got fucking everything. Everything is just like, oh, well, we're having a beer then. You know, and that's kind of hard to train out of you. And then everyone around you is doing it. Everywhere sells it. It's just a culture of it. And I'm not saying alcohol is a no-go and you can never have it as part of your life. I'm actually reintroducing it now. And this is kind of the point I'm trying to make, is like the building phase isn't going to be forever. You just need to get your head down and get out of the position that you're currently in, or at least far enough away from the position that you're currently in, to then be able to reintroduce it on much healthier terms and healthier circumstances. And that's essentially what I've been doing over the last 8 months. I've had no alcohol, and everything's moved quicker than it ever has before. My business, my physique, my mindset, financially, I'm able to come out here now. Pretty amazing what you can do when you really just knuckle down and everything's aligned, and you have a personal blueprint to follow, and you have a strong why, and you have a vision, you have a purpose-driven vision. And now I'm at the point where I'm reintroducing it. Actually, last night I had a few drinks. I went out for a meal, a very nice meal. Had some Wagyu steak, Wagyu ribeye. Beautiful. But it's under much healthier circumstances now. I had like 2 drinks and I was like, I don't want another drink now. And for context, I was a binge drinker. So I didn't drink like mega frequently, but I would drink a ridiculous amount every time. And I'd be blackout drunk every time I drank. Literally blackout drunk. Like, don't remember getting home, don't remember fucking anything. Probably lost my wallet, probably lost something, spent hundreds of pounds buying fucking random people Jaeger bombs and shit. That's what it was like every time I would go out. And I wouldn't go out all the time, but that's what it would be. And my problem personally is the volume that I can drink. I can put away, like soft drinks I'm talking about here. I mean, it's the same with alcohol, but I don't mean I can hack booze. I just mean I can put the liquid away. I can drink like 6 or 7 litres of water in a day. Not a problem. Like, just tump it off. And that's my problem with booze, because it's just one drink after another, after another, after another, after another. I just don't get full. And actually, let me give you another story, and I'm not going to bait him out, because he probably doesn't want his name attached to this, but I don't mind. Me and my best mate in university, we created something called the 70cl challenge. And the 70cl challenge was a large bottle of vodka each for pre-drinks before we went out. And we drink the whole thing in like an hour. 70cl is 700 millilitres, right? So it's the big bottle of Smirnoff. We used to leave our gaff, we used to go to the end of the road, we'd turn right, cross the road, turn right again, turn left, and then Bossman's shop was there. Every time he knew what we were coming in for. Back to the gaff, see this bottle of vodka off each, and then go out in Newcastle, which is arguably the biggest drinking cultured city in the UK. 3 trebles for a £5. Like, do you know anywhere else in the UK you can get 3 trebles for a £5? You can't even get that in like Malia and Zante and shit. It's nuts. So you definitely don't need the 70cl is my point. And I'm not saying this to show off either. It's absolutely fucking retarded. It's ridiculous that we used to do that. It's context for what I'm saying, because I'm not making this video saying you shouldn't drink as someone that's never drank in my life. I've been up that end of the spectrum and I've been up the other end of just completely eliminating it. And I've seen both sides, and I've seen how life changes and how your mind changes and how you feel and the momentum that you can build if you completely restrict it. And that's something that you really do need to think about, because if you've clicked on this video, if this video's found you, then you're probably already questioning it, or you're already at least thinking about it. Like, does alcohol have a place in my life right now? Is it worth it? There's pros, being social, having fun. The main reason why people drink is because they don't have a purpose and they don't have drive. And they're constantly looking for cheap, short, fast pleasure, which isn't happiness, by the way, it's pleasure and it's fun. You know, it's how you have fun. It's not how you have fun. How you have fun is this. You know, creating a fucking sick existence that you love. This is fun. Every day is fun. Every minute of my day is fun. And I work most of the day. I just sit at my laptop and I do work. And I enjoy myself as well. I ain't come to Bali just to fucking sit at my desk and stare at my laptop. I'm doing fun shit, but building my business is fun. You know, that's fun because it's purpose driven and it's a very fulfilling job. But if you have any thought right now where it's like, I don't know if alcohol's really suiting me, you know, for what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do, or maybe you just don't really know what you want to do, the first step is to explore that a little bit more and create a deeper why and a vision for life. How do you want your life to be? And this is what I get my guys to do as part of their alignment in a morning. So I give them like this alignment statement. And the alignment statement has a load of bullet points and sections on it. And I base this off the one that I've written for myself, and then I've taken mine out and I've given them the headings and the bullet points. It's broken down into so many different areas. Where do you want to work? What do you want to do for work? Do you not want to answer to anybody anymore? Who are you? Who do you see when you look in the mirror? How are you when you walk into a room of new people? Are you shy? Are you walking with tall, confident posture? How's your voice sounding? What type of money do you want to be making? Where do you want to be in the world? Where do you want to be location-wise? Just like in depth, just like everything, just map it out. And I call it's an alignment statement because you're reading it to align in the morning. It's a statement you've written to align. But it's also called reality design because that is essentially what it is. You're designing your reality. How do you want your reality to look? Because it's going to be individual to you. It's going to be unique. Nobody else is going to have the same desires that you have. That is essential. That is absolutely essential because once you have that, you watch this video and you think about what I'm talking about with alcohol from a completely different perspective and you think, well, yeah, actually, like imagine right now, if you don't have that crystal clear clarity on what it is that you actually want and why you're working so hard and why you're getting up early in the morning, why you're saying no to these social events and these parties, for now, you can reintroduce it. Once you have that, it's very easy to do because you've got a bigger mission that you're trying to complete. You've got a different version of life and reality that you're trying to achieve and you're trying to experience. Without that, you watch this video and you think, yeah, alcohol's not really that great for me, but I don't really see it as that damaging. I don't really feel like I need to eliminate it from my life. And that's why you have to have it. So I'm gonna offer this out as well, guys. If you want that alignment statement, if you want the reality design, a template that I give to my clients, I'll put a WhatsApp link in the link. I'll put a WhatsApp link in the description and just send me a message saying alignment and I'll just ping it over and you can copy and paste it into notes on your phone, rewrite it, and then you can read it every morning. That's the exact instructions that I give to the guys. But it's very important. I think what the world is lacking now, especially for men, is purpose. Because there's too many distractions and there's too many people working jobs that they fucking hate. I talk to my clients all the time about this. I've been going back and forth with about 6 guys this week alone. And I think maybe me coming out here has kind of spurred it on for them where they're saying, mate, I need to think about what I'm doing. Also, the digital ID card bullshit that's going on in the UK has sparked a few conversations like this as well, where people are now thinking, yeah, I don't want to be stuck doing this shit. And I'm not a career advisor, right? I'm not a career advisor, that's not what I'm selling. I'm selling fitness and mindset, but fitness and mindset is the root source of everything in your life. So it applies, because if you rectify this, everything improves. It's like the master card in the house of cards. You know, if you go all in on crypto, or you go all in on these like niche things in life, if they don't pay off, or even if they do pay off, actually, let's look at that. If you go all in on crypto and it pays off, yeah, you've got money, but if you've not changed as a person, as an individual, then you've just like, all you've done is you've made more money and you've got the same problems. and you still feel fucking unconfident, and you still feel shy meeting new people, and you know, it's like you've improved one area of life, but if you just work on the master thing, the master card in the house of cards, which is you, how you think, how you look, how you feel, your health, mental and physical, everything improves. You know, everything improves, and that's essentially what this is. That's why I live this way. That's you know, it's very obvious, guys. Once you start to live this way, it's very obvious that this is the way to live. And I use this example a lot as well with new clients when they get onboarded. Fitness shouldn't be up here. It should be down here. Now, what I mean by that is you don't make fitness the main thing that you're focusing on. And this is what I tell clients when they pay me to get them in shape. They're paying for fitness and mindset. This is exactly what I tell them. You don't put it up here, you don't put it on a pedestal, you put it down here. And what that symbolizes is it's not the main thing that you're focusing on, it's not your main North Star goal, it's now your baseline operating system. This is just part of who you are, it's part of your identity. And once you put it down here, same level of importance, still a priority, but it's just part of your makeup, you free this up. And that's where these conversations are stemming from with the guys that I'm having recently, where they're saying, right, I need to think about what I'm doing for a career. I don't like this job. I need to think about getting out. I don't want to answer to anyone. I don't want my boss giving me shit on a Monday morning. I don't want to attend these bullshit meetings. But they can do that because they've got the foundation here, and now they've got all this space up there. Like if fitness is on the pedestal, and that's all they're thinking about, you don't have room to think about anything else. So it's a change in perspectives. Once you have a successful building phase, you can reintroduce it. What are you clinging on to? These Friday nights at the pub, what are you getting from that? What are you getting from that? Where are you going to be in 10 years if you just keep doing this all of the time? It's not getting you anywhere. It's not moving you closer to the goal. And people say, yeah, well, it's fun. It's fun. I like having fun. Well, yeah, you're having fun most of the time because you're escaping what you don't like Monday to Friday. Is that not more of a pressing issue to you? Like, why would you just keep continuing to escape and choosing the short, fast, easy option that's only going to lead to unfulfillment later down the line, rather than rectifying the true problem that's going on, that you don't actually love waking up every day and doing what you're doing? That's a much more pressing issue. Surely, like, is this not absolutely fucking crystal clear obvious? That should be your focus. You only have to restrict for like 6 to 12 months, and probably not even that. Like, if all you have to do is lock in for anywhere from like 3 to 12 months, and I wouldn't even look at 12. I didn't even do 12. I've done 8. My life's changed drastically, and now I can reintroduce it. But like, if you did a 3-month block where you had a personal blueprint, you had your training on point, you had your nutrition on point, you achieved an elite condition, you started looking after your cardiovascular health, which does wonders for the mind, by the way. You start looking after your mindset. You start being intentional with your thoughts and your actions. You get rid of all the limiting beliefs that society has installed in you without you asking, without you accepting, not asking. And you start to live life on your own terms, in your head, which is where reality stems from. It's in your head. It's not the external world. It comes from within. Reality is a mirror. It's not a window. Remember that, guys. Reality is a mirror, not a window. You're not looking out the window at the world. You're looking at a reflection of how you operate. If everything seems shit and gloomy and dark, look internal. Right? Look internal. The example I always give, and it's actually fitting because I'm here. When you go abroad and you see people that are very, very poor, and they're just happy, smile on their face all the time, they do anything for you. They don't have a pot to piss in, but they're buzzing. You know, they just enjoy life. They've got more to complain about than you. So, is it external? No, it's internal. But most people just don't understand that. So I want you to come away from this video and I want you to think and question your relationship with alcohol right now. Does it serve a purpose for what you're currently trying to do? And if what you're currently trying to do is not mapped out clearly, then shoot me a WhatsApp message and I will ping over the alignment statement in the reality design template. Fill it out. I don't even need to know what you've written. You don't have to tell me. But if you read that every morning, you think, right, this is the life that I actually want, because there aren't any limits on what you can get from life. There aren't any limits. Limiting beliefs are all self-imposed. Society puts them on you, your family puts them on you, school puts them on you, your friends put them on you, mainstream media news puts them on you. That's what creates this feeling of people, or in people, where they're going, yeah, I would love to earn this much money, but that's just not really doable for someone like me. And it's not all about money, right? It's just a classic example of a limiting belief. You can do anything you want. You need to open your eyes, create the life that you want, create whatever version of reality serves you best. And to arrive at that version of reality, lads, in the fastest possible way, get rid of alcohol. Do 3 months. What are you going to miss out on? I've been on nights out as well, where I've not drank. Let me tell you why they're better. You have to listen to a lot of people chatting shit, which is you when you're drinking, and then you realise how embarrassing you are when you're drinking as well. You wake up, you don't feel shit, you're back on, you feel great the next day, you're back on your mission, you're ticking the boxes. Momentum hasn't been killed, I've still been social, still see my mates. I didn't really miss out on anything. I enjoyed that more than if I was to go out. My wallet hasn't been damaged as much. My bank account's looking better than if I actually did drink. It's just a no-brainer. Maybe you're so wrapped up in alcohol and the culture of it that you're just not seeing what I'm saying, even if you're watching this video. I would say to you, specifically, do a month. Do a month of no booze, no drinking at all. Just do 1 month. But it must be paired with getting on with everything you need to be doing every single day and ticking the boxes, following a personal blueprint, following the FP7 habit system, which I've discussed in other videos. And I can run you through that as well, guys, if you want. If you're going to shoot me a message about the alignment statement, you can just message me about that. I can run you through exactly what that is. Alongside training, alongside looking after your nutrition, you will feel like a new man in 4 weeks. And then it'll open your eyes to, right, what's possible if I do this for longer? Because that's exponential growth then, because you're not breaking momentum. Linear growth is like this. Exponential growth is like this. And exponential growth is what happens as a result of never breaking momentum. Alcohol breaks momentum. The longer you follow a successful blueprint, a personal blueprint, a business blueprint, whatever you've got, whatever systems you need to have in place that we can get aligned, the longer you follow that for and the longer you just stick to it, the quicker you progress over time. And then you're clear, you're gone. In that time, your dream, your vision, your goals, your reality design statement changes and it molds as you realize, right, there's actually way more that I could achieve in this life than I ever realized was possible if I actually get my shit together. And then you're hooked in. I always talk about fitness on like a turning up to the gym sense, and it's the exact same with what I'm referencing here with like a wider vision for life. It's the exact same, a push and a pull. If you've never been to the gym in your life, you have to push in first. You have to force yourself to go to the gym. You have to force yourself to eat better. You have to force yourself to get out of bed. You have to force yourself to go to the gym when you don't want to go to the gym because it hasn't been part of who you are and it hasn't been part of your routine and your identity. So it feels alien, it feels weird. You have to push into it. But if you push into it for long enough, it begins to pull you in. And once it's pulling you in, there's no effort required. Yes, you've still got to turn up to the gym. Yes, you've got to train hard, but now you're hooked. That's how you win. So think about it, boys. Drop me a WhatsApp message if you want that template. I'll ping it over. Appreciate you watching, fellas. I'm sweating my tits off, so I'm going to jump in the pool.